Hey guys, I'm Danny from NintendoCade channel. Today I have a really neat item that I want to show you guys. Is this really old Game Boy? No, I'm just kidding. It's actually something more modern. I know this is the original DMG Game Boy, the dot matrix display of the very first generation of Game Boy, and one of the first handhelds that Nintendo developed that actually get interchangeable cartridges. So many of you guys may remember this. If not, this is the Game Boy that I kind of grew up with. I actually started with the Game Boy Pocket, but I did play a lot with my friends when they owned this original kind of model. But now, speaking to light, in the modern day, I got something pretty interesting that's recent. It's actually, I'm gonna pause this for a second. That was recently at the Nintendo New York store. They offered this really awesome alarm clock. So come on, you gotta kind of admit, it looks really cool, and it looks just like the original Game Boy. But I'm gonna give you a little bit more closer comparison. Look at the packaging itself. I like the fact that it's actually kind of retro style looking. On the back side, you can see that it does have this backlit screen. It's greenish, so it's just like the original Game Boy, and it actually makes official Super Mario Land alarm sound. So before you just saw me playing a little bit of Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, and it's really a fun game, by the way. So I'm gonna open this up, see what it's all about, and we're gonna check it out. And you're greeted to the actual device. So of course they have the instruction, very important, how to set up the time and alarm. And let me just bring back the Game Boy, just a quick comparison. You can see around the spot, the color may be a little different because obviously this is like made very like back in the time, and this is a very old Game Boy, but maybe it kind of got grayed out, or maybe this is the original color and they kind of use a different color scheme. But this, in terms of dimension, it's pretty much on spot on. From the speakers to the button. The buttons, what's neat is it's actually pressable. So if I put down the original Game Boy for a second, you can actually press on these buttons. It's actually it's an indentation, so it's not a printed thing. You get the directional pad is also you can press on it. The start and select is actually unfortunately not a real button, so it's solid. So this is a little display of what you're gonna expect. The big time there. They have the month and day, and also the time of the alarm that you'll be setting it. Looking toward the little detail, I like the grooves. It's actually exactly like the original Game Boy. You flip to the back, they even have the little cartridge slot. I have a game in there, obviously Super Mario Land. And the battery, you know, if you look at the grooves in terms of the lines that you see, it's actually match up. So really nice attention to detail there. I like that. So other than that, it looks pretty like a standard Game Boy, a real old school Game Boy. All right, so one thing to note is that to change the battery, you're gonna, or actually put in the battery, you have to put it right here, and it does require a screwdriver to remove it. So I guess it's like a safety precaution. If you have a kids around, you don't want to have them, you know, have problems with the battery, right? So okay, so it does take two AA batteries. So you just give this a go, see how it looks. I'm just gonna temporarily just put this battery slot back on. And it's already powered. You can see right away that you just have to set up the time. So I guess the way to set up the time, you hold down. Ooh, you can see it already lit up. So obviously it's not gonna be like the old Game Boy where you have to kind of set up. I guess you have to play at the right light. So right now I'm just gonna make a time for myself. It's not the exact time. All right, so make it 10:04. With 10:04, give it a couple seconds. I want to see how it sounds, and then obviously they said that it's going to be the Super Mario Land sound. All right, so that's actually at 10:04. I just made an example. It sounds just like the game we just heard. That is really cool, and the sound actually comes from. It looks like it looks from the actual speaker, yeah. So if you can actually hear it muffled the moment I hold. So I'm very surprised it actually comes from the actual speaker, like in the original Game Boy. That is pretty cool. I'm liking this. Look at that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this very quick unboxing of this neat Nintendo Game Boy alarm clock from Palidone. And it is a licensed product by Nintendo. So if you guys are interested in getting something like this, I'll put a link down in the description so you can check it out. It's an Amazon link, so it's available there. But I did get this from Nintendo New York store, and it's great to see that something retro like this is made available. And you can, you know, imagine just set it to a table, and you can view the alarm clock every morning. It kind of gets me excited every time that I see that. So really neat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this really quick unboxing and look at the Nintendo Game Boy alarm clock. I really appreciate it. A thumbs up. I was always grateful. Subscribe to NintendoCade. That's always helpful. And leave me down below in the comments what your thoughts. As always, I'll catch you again in the next episode.